This just in, multiple power plants across the nation have exploded overnight, resulting in the deaths of many workers and civilians. As the story develops, the consequences to the explosion seem to be more extreme than anyone could have predicted. With explosion in a lab nearby one of these power plants, carcinogenic chambers exploded and mixed with the radiation already in the air, causing this to spread like wildfire. There have been reports of people falling ill due to the deadly toxins released into the air. While scientists are still trying to study the long-term effects of this, numerous local businesses have been damaged as well. We turn to Trevor Bookman to talk about how this has affected his business.
Thanks for having me be here. Well, first of all, I'm losing business. I'm losing business bad. People are afraid to reach out because of this air pollution, and I don't think I'll be able to keep up supporting my family. I'll probably have to get a second job.
Thanks for that statement, Trevor. He has asked me to give you this offer for 20% off home inspections looking for these carcinogens that are in the air. So if you need to talk to him...
Ads on TV again. Yippee! Hey Val, what are you up to?
Not much. Just staying at boredom since I'm stuck indoors inside with my family.
Tell me about it. I want to get out of the house so badly. Wait, what if we sneak to the park?
No fucking way. My parents would kill me if they found out.
Why not? Since everyone is scared, nobody would even be at the park. We'd have a fun time by ourselves.
Isn't the air pollution really bad? What if you get sick?
Oh, please. It hasn't even hit our city yet. It's in the Columbus area. We'll be fine. You have my word. I doubt we'll even need our masks.
Okay, Winston, I trust you. What time are we meeting?
Does noon work?
I can be there.
Cool. See you tomorrow.
What is that? I think it's a dead skunk. Jag! Winston, are you okay? Yeah.
This is an urgent update to the situation with the lab and power plant explosions. Unfortunately, it appears that the carcinogens have caused cancer symptoms to develop in patients, with at least 500 people dying in the Columbus area alone. It seems that these symptoms are starting to spread all the way to the coast, and we urge you to stay inside and avoid contact with anyone else not in your household for the time being.
Winston? Winston! Where is he? Val? 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 Winston? Winston!
Various state governments have begun collapsing as the pollution gets to more fatal levels. This may be the end of the United States of America, as pollution is becoming more dangerous at a rate nobody could have predicted. It's predicted to be the end of... So if you have loved ones you cherish, spend your final moments together. God bless America.
Alright. This should, here.
Getting mad bit rate. Bit rate.
Yeah, I kind of forgot the stream is kind of delayed, but I'm still gonna trust that OBS is working. Alright, we're good. Alright, so. Yeah, that was Carcinogenic.
Bit rate.
Real.
Sorry.
Anyway, that was Carcinogenic. Not exactly been 1 year, but close enough. But it's been 1 year since the production has wrapped for that short film, and that was uploaded for the 48-hour film project. One of the few projects I am not proud of personally, as you might have seen from the film's quality. I will admit this to myself. It was not good, mostly because of the troubled production history this film went to. And I feel like here, since it's been a year, since stuff happened, I feel like...
Don't worry. Just avoid talking about, like, any specifics.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I know, yeah. I was gonna go into this, like, being as much, like, professional as I possibly can. Because I'm not gonna bring up everything that happened, since... I don't think the people involved would like that, so I will not go for everything. However, I will say a lot of team fighting team fighting happened, which led to a few decisions here just to know happening, which caused the film to be as is, and also here as for example, as if you probably see from the plot line. Here, the story was kind of changed over on a whim, because we had it where basically Winston and Val would pretty much sneak out of the house, not tell their parents, pretty much you can say here, and we're supposed to have an aspect of a mask basically. The mask element barely survived. However, there was one scene in the film that ended up getting deleted because it literally did not make any sense. All because I chose to rewrite it as we're doing reshoots, because I personally felt like, okay, hold on, since we were given two genres at the night, sounds like you back me up for this. Like, it was mockumentary and And oh yeah, disaster film. And getting that here, kind of disappointed one of our actors here. So instead of going for a mockumentary, we went all in for disaster film. However, at the current scene, after we were done filming here, and right before reshoots happened, I thought to myself saying, okay, then this doesn't feel like a disaster film. So let me introduce the news segments here, the news people segment here, which by the way wasn't supposed to be as prominent in the film. It was kind of supposed to be like that thing we kind of place on there. It also kind of gets through our line requirements since for the 4 hour film project, the line like we were given a certain line and character that we just didn't really know how to integrate properly. So what I did was with the new section here. Here we pretty much had Trevor Bookman, which was our required character, to just kind of start talking about it, you know. And then meanwhile was here with who's on the stream with me, Samsai, played Trevor Bookman. So Samsai, is there anything you want to say regarding production, given your very small role in this film?
Thank you to Six Psychic for doing the audio.
Oh yeah, 100%. Six Psychic did a good job at the audio.
Well, just capturing audio. What would you call that guy? Microphone guy.
Yeah,
That's
microphone
basically what I
guy.
did on set.
Yeah.
But you guys were all young filmmakers. You guys basically went into this not knowing too much or having no experience at all. I could tell as soon as before the 48 hour came in through. I could tell it's not like it was expected, but what you guys did, it's a learning experience. You guys did well for a learning experience because this stuff, you will have to get into. You got to go head first into the waters, learning what's the best thing and what's not the best thing to do in a team setting, especially when it comes to filmmaking. And I think you guys had a good learning experience.
Yeah, definitely. Because throughout the time here, in between, after the premiere screening, which, by the way, was probably one of the most painful experiences I've ever had as a filmmaker, and to now, here, I went through my first 2 semesters of film school, and just talking to my friends about that production, and also talking to some the admins there at that film school, taught me was like, wow, yeah, that production was a fucking mess. However, though, I learned here as a director. I feel like here, if I were to kind of say my regrets as a director, looking back at this year earlier, is I kind of wish I put my foot down since, as me and Sal like kind of talking back and forth about this. I feel like here there were too many chefs on the cookie team because in the credits of the film,
It's too much cooks in the kitchen.
pretty
That's
much,
the saying.
but yeah,
That's
that.
what I learned a, a long time ago. Back in what interactive media, kind of have to learn it the hard way to understand it.
Yeah,
And if you think this like is a unique thing, no, it's not. It's you're gonna have like your first film, your first thing coming out of like not knowing anything. It's not gonna be good. Um, like yeah, it's that expectations that you have. You might think you're a bad filmmaker or anything like that, but no, it's really a learning experience.
yeah,
Kind of have to
definitely.
you kind of have to grow as a filmmaker because how are you gonna know if you come out doing being like, oh, like you'll make it a the first film ends up being a hit. Then the second one, you're trying to replicate that. Who knows? Who knows? It could be good. It could be bad. You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, something I'll say as well. Something I feel like, um, just trying to make it for here. Because back to the original thing I was trying to say. For that film, the film had 3 writers, including me. One for me, I was the writer. The second writer was our composer, and the third writer was one of the lead actors. And I feel like here we all kind of had different ideas of what the film was going to look like, which was very apparent, especially kind of how fast we kind of went through filming. Because like sounds like, do you remember like how long it took us to film Carcinogenic? Like wasn't it, like only 4 hours, if I can fully remember, because I don't.
Yeah. I mean, the time that you were given, like, what are you trying to say here? Like,
Like it was rushed.
limited
What?
amount of time.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, 4 hours, you can make a good. You can make like a 4 minute film, 5 minute. You can make a. You can make it depends on how you do it, and it was just a messy production. I saw, um, yeah, a lot of changes and a lot of cooking, but not relevant execution. But
Yeah.
that's due to lack of experience by you guys. But just be proud that it is the lack of experience. Be proud that it's the lack of experience and not because your guys' skills. Because
Yeah.
I think you have the potential to be better. Well, everyone has potential to be better. So,
So yeah. So I feel like here definitely what I've at least hopefully I kind of learned from this was, again, I should probably put my foot down here and try to limit like I'm guessing. Here's the thing, I don't want to be in control as a director, because I feel like here if you kind of are like super strict on set, like even though your film will feel focused, but yeah, I feel like here if I don't know, I like also having other voices like come in, like to offer some insight if they feel like
yeah.
something isn't working when we're trying to film, and willing to like be open for it. But I feel like here I was way too open for the amount of changes, and also just input, because that just ended up leading to just a very messy final product.
We get
If
a
for this
mad bit rate, right?
mad bit rate,
Yeah.
there was
Put a
one part.
little GIF on the screen here.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that with the fucking OBS thing, or I feel like I want to figure that out. But like something I like, there is one part of production I really want to talk about, but I'm not going to, because unfortunately, as much as this is probably like the funniest part of the production, and if I feel like here, if anyone that knows me, I told about the production, knows what I'm referring to. However, though, due for the sake of for holding professionalism, I will unfortunately not say it. But
We need good PR.
yeah, we need good
We
PR. We can't.
we need a PR.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I really want to talk about it, but but due for the sake of here, but for else, I will say, one of the teams infighting here caused a conflict that later kind of came into picture when we're editing like the final bit, like we are about to wrap up editing, and we included a scene that literally does not make any sense, is so out of place. You might notice in here that that wasn't even supposed to be in the film at all, but
Uh,
due to what happened, we just opted to just put it in there to just stop the fighting.
yeah. Um, and that's something a director like you
Hmm.
kind of have to stand up for what you think would be best for the film. But that's a learning experience, right?
Yep. Yep, we learned
And
that the hard way.
yeah, I mean, that's. I think we should leave it there with like that story, though.
Yeah,
But
sure, yeah. Here,
as a
so
director, writer, I want I want to ask you some questions here.
yeah, sure, hit me.
Uh, so what did you think you got out of this 48-hour short film?
For starters, probably
Something that you think you could have improved, but you already said
put my foot
to
down more.
yeah, put your foot down, stand on business. Yes. What's some others?
Probably had took him taken more time to actually film and actually look over the footage because there was a series of shots we had for the opening that got cut
So,
because
um, I'm gonna. So one thing I saw during the production is that the crew could have been better, more organized. I saw a lot of switching, this and that. I thought a you needed someone to do the heavy paperwork stuff to
yeah,
keep the crew organized, and that could be you, but you are a director, and you also you are also what cinematographer.
yep,
Just something, yeah, someone that could have the put everything together.
yeah,
And based on my experience, let me talk about myself a little bit. No ego, but just so you can know my experience with this with how my film thing. I don't think I ever talked about a lot of it, but you down to hear it or what?
yeah, sure.
Oh shit! Oh, I almost fell out the chair. Excuse my language. So I yeah, so it's funny because I didn't think I would do film like my sophomore year. All I did was make beats in Photoshop, but I went to Eastland Career Center, and that's you know interactive media was that's the program that I was in, but interactive media wasn't even my first choice to the Career Center. It was graphic design, and I was thinking about doing criminal justice, but it wasn't really for me. But excuse me. But I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna put interactive media as my second choice. It's like that's the closest to graphic design. First day, first day of Eastern Career. I did not know anyone except like a guy, but man, was I like I felt so out of my bubble. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So yeah, I met a lot of people there. Um I kind of had to break out my shell and started talking to other people. Talked to this one dude. That's how I started talking to everyone in that class. And I was a pretty introverted kid. And that might sound crazy because like I'm out of pocket nowadays, but I wasn't like this at all. But the fucking the people that you surround yourself with change you. But let's talk about interactive media. So my first film project was this one shot take of a door. This was a this like I didn't understand what the importance of it was, but it kind of just put us into this filming what you call it, filming ocean that you're gonna put your boat in. Am I
Yeah.
making sense?
Uh.
um Putting our foot down into like this world of filmmaking, like I didn't know what to do, like and then that was the first project. Man, that was we did that, and then the next project is editing, and we learned how to edit. So we did the same thing with the door, but instead of a one shot take, it's an edit of it, and we learn about continuity. That's something. Oh yeah, you know what? This is I used to watch videos on YouTube about like movie continuity and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I'm starting to like this. And then this third project we did, our teacher gave us like footage to edit, like whatever is the best, whatever. But I went in like, oh, I done After Effects before, like this doesn't seem too bad. Like we learned L cuts, J cuts, T cuts. I don't know if I some stuff I forgot, but man, my when the teacher talked about like, oh shit, you you know how to color grade. I did that on accident. Like it's like, man, I this it's like a British video. It's like some cracker shit, and man, oh man, I just was it was nice hearing something like praise on this work, and that kept me going. But that's it. That was just experimenting with project, and the teacher didn't want that. I just did that because I thought it looked cool for myself. That's something. That's something nice to hear. But what's another project? BPA. Have you heard of BPA tour?
Don't think so.
So BPA is Business Professionals of America, and uh, and there was this one competition, video competition that we did. That's when I started doing more projects with Zach. We uh we did it's called it was a video production team competition. And man, we put our heart and soul into it. And you know what happened?
What?
I think we got third place. And that devastated. No, I don't think it was third place. I think it was fourth place. That devastated us. And it was the regionals. You know who won first place though?
Who won first place?
Pickerington North.
Oh.
Yep, and but that didn't stop me from filmmaking. Introducing Spider Zach was the next thing, and it was hilarious because it started off as another project because there was a Spider-Man outfit in the in the school closet for the cameras and shit, and Zach wore it and it's like, hey, you know what? Let's let's wear it because like fuck it. And I think the project was learning different types of shots, Dutch angles, uh frame within a frame, low pan, high pan, low angle, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, that kept me going. There was so many other projects. Like it, retrospect, it might be dog shit, but it was a learning experience. It's another project. I think that's all. That's all in 1 year of Eastland Career Center, and then my second year of the Career Center. This one we did a week. It's similar to the 48-hour festival. This is when I learned about too many cooks in the kitchen. So there was this. It's like beginning of the year. I had Zach on my team. One guy depressed as fuck. He was super depressed. A lot of things happened, went down, but I had him try to edit, but he had to go to the hospital. Too much. Okay, when he came back, I mean, he basically took over in a way where like we had different different ideas come into it. Then fuck man. That shit came out awful. That shit came out dog shit. Too much cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned. But I don't look back at that. I keep on growing. 48-hour film festival, Who Killed Bell? I never looked back at that. I just learned, hey, maybe I trust myself in writing instead of relying on others. Because I don't really know how they write. I brought them into the team because I wanted to focus on directing a little bit more. And hey, maybe I'll find someone better as a writer. But for now, I'm gonna trust myself. And then what's next? Carcinogenic, audio guy. I basically gave up on filmmaking.
Mm.
But here comes Right State. Sick psychic green screen video that we did. And that made me realize how much filmmaking is. It reminded me of doing Spider Zack. That nothing has to be all serious, but a learning experience.
Yeah. Because I was like, even me, we were out like just making that here just for fun. Even I kind of admit saying here so like you have the passion. And I feel like you're kind of wasting away trying to go to computer engineering. And I think wasn't it that night I kind of convinced you to switch over to motion pictures?
Yep. And now I'm back home in Columbus,
That,
bum out, butt booty naked on my computer, and I'm doing music. And I'm enjoying it.
yeah.
I don't think I will ever make something I enjoy, but I'm gonna keep on doing it. But hey, this next project that we're having, I'm bringing back an idea I had with the protagonist pictures. The same thing we put Who Killed Bell on. You want to talk about it now?
Oh yeah, I was just about to say I was gonna reveal that here later, but sure, yeah, we can yeah. So
Yeah, let's reveal it.
so we have a special announcement to make. So
Oh
while
my God, announcement.
so since Carcinogenic released, there's been talks about a follow up, and this had looked very different because initially it'll still be me and the actors picking back up what was left. No, this is when I first went down to my college at first to just do like I kind of up to them like saying, hey, let's do an anthology series since I think it could work this way. That never came to light since after like personal stuff happened and also I think when the actors had a falling out. But however, over these last few weeks, me and South have been talking about a project we wanted to do. That project was that Southside wanted to bring back something called a company called the Protagonist Pictures.
The Protagonist Pictures. Yes.
The Protagonist Pictures was our team name for the 4-hour film project, and that's what Who Killed Bill was on. And so
yeah, it's just the protagonist, but I wanted to make it. I wanted to expand on that, but never came through. Yeah.
However,
Go ahead.
though, that changed recently. Sounds like. Do you want to do you want to clue in the audience about like what you want to do moving forward with this company?
So Protagonist Pictures is gonna be a studio that helps produce films, but also make films. But yeah, so what? Like a few weeks ago, Torec here came up with an idea that we're gonna do something for this Protagonist Pictures. And I think it'd be a cool project to be the first of Protagonist Pictures. And I think it's gonna be cool. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So me still being very hung up about this film. I always was thinking to myself here, what could I do had done to make it better? However, a bit after watching the film Eddington, which is by the way a really good movie, an idea immediately came to my head, and everything just clicked at once. I knew what to do. I knew what my next project would look like, finally. So, was happy to announce here, under the brand new Protagonist Pictures. Oh fuck! I completely forgot. I made a fucking special announcement slide. I am proud to announce that a feature-length adaptation of Carcinogenic will be coming.
Yes.
And it will be under the Protagonist Picture label.
Yeah.
Now, this film, while this is still currently in pre-production, as I'm still currently running through it. This will be completely different from the short film. This will not. I can, so far to my knowledge, and what me and Sasai kind of agreed with.
That's our logo.
Yeah. Also, this right here is the logo, right here. So something that we agreed on was we not really agreed on, kind of just knew. So the I will say is the original actors will not be back for this film, as this would technically, because initially this was pitched as a sequel to the short film. However, we decided, okay then, no, like technically this is technically a sequel because this would technically take place around 24 hours after the first short film. However,
it would be technically a soft reboot sequel, like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be too early to reveal what story we have for it so far, or should we hold off till we actually enter production?
Oh no, we got just like the basic idea. We can do that. We can talk about that.
All right. So this feature film will be about two roommates here following who's in quarantine following the carcinogenic virus that kept spreading and mutating a bit after the short film.
Yes.
We have, and that's as much I'll probably say about it because I really think this will be a really cool film, inspired by films like The Lighthouse here, Like I want to really focus in.
There's nothing so far. Nothing has been confirmed with production yet. We kind of want to take our time with the the script first. Make sure we got a good script going on, but we will be casting volunteers. No, we will be. We will be starting filming around, hopefully, around the fall, probably October.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what we want. But
yeah. We're really trying to push for that fall filming date, but if not, it will be later. And I cannot give a release window yet because I feel like that would be extremely inaccurate to hear. But if and only if production goes the way it goes, like we have to get people on board, and we have to make our October filming date. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys might see a festival cut of the film around sometime next year. However, though, that's
we will do a screening before we actually submit it to film festivals.
yes, there'll be information about it here. However, this will be a local screening though. If you're in the Columbus, Ohio area, if you're around the area, pay attention over the next bit of time because that's when we will be announcing the first set of screenings of the film before we enter this film into film festivals. Hopefully, get distribution.
Hmm.
I I I am honored to say as writer director I will be the writer director for this film, and on call with me Samsai will be the executive producer of Carcinogenic.
Yes.
We are really hoping
Yep.
we can deliver onto this and hopefully grow Britannia's pictures more to hopefully bring in new projects and hopefully also from what we talked here probably other creators as well to make films for the company as well.
And if you're down to, if anyone is down, we and to help expand on protagonist pictures. Right now, it's just me doing the paperwork. But if anyone wants to help, I'm open.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, but no, it's I'm I've been applying my knowledge on producer work. Um, it's just a lot of emailing.
yep, and we're working very
Wait,
hard.
did I tell you about the second BPA competition my senior year yet?
You did not, but hold on. You can tell me that you can explain that like once we finish with the announcement
Yeah,
for the
no,
film.
yeah. Go ahead. I just forgot about it. Just popped up in my head. All right, so protagonist pictures will be helping produce Carcinogenic. The thing with protagonist pictures is that we want um you want the artist to keep their art, and we just want to see visions be made into real life. Yeah. All right. Anything you're saying, Torque? Anything I
Yeah,
cut you off?
but so we are hope to give updates on this film later in production once we start filming and also when we start casting. More announcements will be coming later. Specifically on social media because we have just opened up the protagonist pictures Instagram as well. So So if you want to follow the production, that will most likely be where we'll be posting our updates. And with that being said, here, sounds like do you have anything to close us out with?
My second BPA competition, I lost to Pickerington North,
Again,
and we won second place.
unfortunate.
We interviewed the Dave Thomas Foundation. It's a Randy's organization adopting special needs children that wouldn't get like adopted in normal circumstances. Like it was harder. But yes, that's what we did, and it was pretty good. We had animation and all that, but it wasn't as good because we lost to Pickerington North. All right, hey, no beef with them though.
Bro about to crash out. Bro's about to crash. Anyway, though, thank you for anyone who watched this here. We are excited for this new chapter, and hopefully this film will turn out better than the short film. With that being said, thank you guys for joining here, and yeah, until next time.